For me, all I care about is health. I want him to be healthy. Our team needs him to be healthy, and he got to make sure that he takes all the precautionary reasons, everything, do his due diligence on what he's going on with his injury, and and be right when he comes back. So no rush, no timetable. We have no idea from that aspect, but we just want him to be healthy and get back to full strength.
And with that acknowledged, his health being most important, short-term, LeBron, what are the things that you guys do need to do as a collective when he's not on the floor for however long it might be?
Well, I mean, obviously it's a tough blow, because he was playing so well up into the injury tonight, and he goes out of the game for the rest of the game. It's kind of hard to pick up that production. So, but we will have an ability to be able to prepare for it now, with him possibly probably being out, and coming up in Minnesota, and we'll have a better game plan of what we need to do offensively and defensively in his absence.
Hey, Bill Oram, please.
Hey, LeBron. In the moments after he left the game, you were still on the floor, and I think there was a free throw on the other end. And on TV, it looked like you were still just kind of watching him leave the floor and head back to the locker room. Obviously, that kind of slow shuffle. What was going through your mind in that moment as you were watching him struggle just to get to the locker room and then also try to keep your mind on the game and focus on what was happening on the floor?
Just the overall safety and health of him. That's my only concern. Watch him shuffle off the floor and get back into the locker room. And, obviously, we were doing playing some great basketball up until the end. We connected on a lot of our 1-2 plays and built up a little lead. But obviously with his injury, just all I care about is his health and, want him to get back to himself. And that's what it's about.
Okay, Dave McMenamin, please.
LeBron, these NBA seasons are really long and things are going to happen as a contact sport. How can a group adopt the next man up mentality? And I don't know if this particular group has necessarily had to do it yet because you guys have been relatively healthy in that area. How do you move forward to try to get some productivity out of an unfortunate situation?
We will, and it's always next man up. No matter who's out, we're not asking anybody to pick up what AD does. You can't do that. It's impossible. He's a special player and a special talent for a reason. So, everyone individually has to, pick up their play for the collective of the team, in AD's absence. So we look forward to that challenge.
Okay, Kyle Goon, please.
Hello, Brian. AD was just talking to us about how, he was dealing with the injury bug and trying to play through injuries early in his career. And that's a certain kind of pressure. And then he's also been dealing with some of this pain for a couple weeks now, it sounds like. As a star player, how tricky is it to kind of balance that pressure to be like, hey, I need to be there for my team, I need to carry this load, versus, hey, if there's something that I can come back from and need rest, I need to take that?
I don't know if that's a great question for me, because I think it all falls down into, what type of injury you're dealing with, how severe it is or how severe it can be if you continue to play on it. Everybody is different. Everybody is different in how they react to certain injuries or how they react to certain things that they're dealing with on a day-to-day, weekly basis is different. And I think, AD should be smart about it. I think everyone knows that, he saw him limping a little bit tonight and, had to leave the game. So, it's much more, painful than it was at the start of the game for him. So, but everybody's different, and but he has to take care of himself in order to be the best for him and in order for us to be the best for our team.
Okay, just a couple more here, LeBron. Dan Woike, please.
Hey, LeBron. Two quick questions, I guess. One, you'd said that kind of, AD was starting to look like himself a little bit tonight, and obviously in most of the Memphis game too. How tough do you think it's been for him this year, just kind of being in and out of the lineup to look like the player that we all know he can be? And then I guess, secondly, where does the confidence in your team come from that you can say to him, take as much time as you need?
One, obviously, he's been, dealing with some lingering injuries since the start of the season, and finally started to get his rhythm. And as we've seen in the last game and a half, Memphis, after the first quarter, and then, tonight he was, playing extremely good basketball. up until the until the re-aggravation of the injury. For me, as a leader of the team, whoever suits up, who's ever in the lineup, we still got to go out and play championship basketball. It's next man up, and like I said before, we look forward to that challenge.
Okay, and last question, Michael Duarte, please.
Hey, LeBron, quick two-part question. AD goes down, they go on that run, they start getting hot from three. Did it deflate you guys a little bit, seeing him do that? And then you haven't played in the altitude in Denver in over a year, so how were the legs and the lungs for you?
It's definitely deflating anytime you lose a big player. You're a big guy on your team who, the start of the game, we have a lot of things that's built in around AD and a lot of other players. And when he goes down, you have to switch up what you're doing offensively and defensively. So, obviously, that hurt us. After the first 5 minutes, I was fine. I caught my second win after that, and didn't bother me for the rest of the game. Appreciate it.
All right. Thanks, LeBron.
More to come on Access. LeBron still knows how to stick it. LBJ with 22 in the Laker loss. We'll be right back with more.